certain quantity, because rice is what you call a non-count word. You know what non-count means? So that you cannot count it. Can you count rice?
No.
Okay. Can you count water?
No.
You see, you got that non-count. So if let's say that you're ordering food. Okay, what do you want? I want a portion of rice. Okay. You can say a portion of meat and so on, or beans. So for a portion. So you could say, well, I like a portion. You're eating and say, you're still hungry. You eat. So, well, I like another portion of rice. It's like, I like more rice. Okay. Just say, I like more.
Teacher, can I say I want some more?
You could say, I want some more. Yes, of course. Yeah, but you specify that, oh, that's some more rice. It's like a portion of rice and so on. So, again, these are terms used. Nothing wrong saying I would like some more, okay? But to make it more formal, it's like a portion or it's a part of this. Okay. And you can say also a serving, a serving of, because normally when they are serving food, they would measure it. What to measure? Okay, they would take, let's say, they would put rice in there, and that's a measure. Okay, and then they put it in your plate for you. So to measure it is a serving or a portion. Which may ask some more, for example, well, how much more do you want? You see, whereby you say a portion, it's more or less determined already how much is going to be in that portion of rice. Okay. And we do the same thing, not only for rice, but let's say things, you can say if you're ordering beans, if you're ordering, let's say, salad, and so on.
Only for food.
Well,
Only for food.
not exactly, well, mostly for food. There are other occasions when you may use that expression also for other things. Okay. Let's say, if it's not food, for example, there is a large amount, let's say, I would use food. I'm trying to think of something I can use which is not food. Okay. Let's say, I see a huge container that's of soap in there. Well, do you want the whole container? No, I don't want the whole container. I want a portion of it.
I don't want to.
A certain amount. Yeah, exactly. I want this a certain amount, a portion of what you have. You can do that also. But it's mostly for food. Yeah, but like you're dividing it. So for food, for example, let's say there are 8, 9 people here. So I'm going to divide a long sandwich here. Okay? I'm going to cut it into 9. I'll give a portion to each person.
Please write on the board.
Portion. Okay.
Sure.
And you can see the word serving also. What is that? A synonym. Serving. Okay? And that means when you're talking about food, you serve the food. Okay? So it's serving, okay, of rice. You can say that also. If you don't want to say portion, you can use other word. Okay, that's what they are. In this case, they are synonyms. So those synonym means they have the same meaning. Synonym. Okay. The word synonym means same meaning. Okay. Here's an expression, take your pick. Take your pick. These are expression, pick. Yeah, not peak, but pick. Pick, not eat. Yes, pick. Yes, take your pick. To pick means to choose. Okay? For example, the word pick also, let's say on the floor. I say, I pick it up. Pick up. Okay? As a verb. But here, this is a noun. Now, the entire thing is an expression. Take your pick. In other words, choose what you want.
Teacher, if can
More than one thing, choose from and
Oh, you can take your pick. I'm sorry, 1 second.
teacher, when we fall down and we want to stand up again, we can say pick it up or not.
If say again?
If we fall down like this and we want to stand up again, and we can say the word pick it up.
No. You get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Yes. You go get up. To pick is when something is on the floor, something not yourself. There's something you want to take off the floor. You pick it up. Okay? That here the word pick up is a verb, but here it is a noun. Take your pick. Let's say, for example, I have 3 things here. I have a marker, I have a pencil, I have a straw. 3 things here. You want one of those? I say, take your pick. Choose which one do you want. Now, take your, actually I want this one, okay? Take your pick. Okay? Now, I pick this. I mean, I choose this. Okay? That's what it means. Take your pick. It's an expression. Okay? So, to make a choice, okay, you can say, choose the one you like, choose the one you want, but we use the term, take your pick. You might hear that. This is very American to use that term. Take your pick. Yeah, in other words, sometimes people hear, some people may be fluent in English, but certain terms, the expression you may not understand. What do you mean by that? Because even we English speaking, you come from America, you go to Ireland, you go to England, there are certain terms they use in their country. We guess what they mean, but we don't, they have their own expressions also. Okay? By the same token, they come to America from England, and then we use terms they're not used to. So these are expressions. They could be local expressions. Even within the United States, they use the expression that you come from the east of the U.S. You go to the Appalachian area, you go to the south. They use terms that are not used in the area of this. Okay. any more grammar here about when you use is there, or are there, or there is, or there are. Okay. So when you're referring to one thing, you will say
Yes.
is there, or there is. But more than one thing, you say are there. Okay. Yes. Are there any students next door? Okay.
Yes, there are.
Are there any students? No, no. I said students. Okay. So therefore that's the message. Are there? Yes, there are. No, there aren't.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a boat at 9 o'clock? Yes, there is there a boat, 9 o'clock. Yes, there is. No, there isn't. Okay. So, there is, there are, is there, are there. Just remember, if it is one thing, it is. More than one. Plural. Okay. Another expression, to grow tired of. To grow tired of. You know the verb to grow is, right? Grow. People grow up. Children and so on. But just to grow up, as people. But for other things like a tree, grow. No, people grow up. Okay? Other things grow. Let's be very careful about that. Okay? Because the term grow up, that's entire verb. You must have that. It means for people, okay, starting from early childhood, as you increase in height, then you grow up. But here, to grow, okay, let's say you have gardens, okay? Yes. What do you grow in the gardens? What kind of fruits? Oh, I grow oranges. I grow watermelons, okay? So you grow things. The tree, this tree is 10 years old. Oh, it's growing, it's still growing. Oh, it grows. You don't say up. Yeah, but you say. Now, the term here, grow tired of, it is an expression. When, I think, what would you say in Thai, when you're tired of something? I don't want this anymore, I'm tired of it, I eat it every day, I'm tired, I don't want to, I eat rice every day. No, I grow tired of eating rice every day. I don't want to say it again. I grow tired.
It's like it starts to boring me, something like that.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. It's boring. Yeah. I'm tired of it. You go tired. I said, oh, imagine you get home and your mother or somebody's cooking. What are we going to eat today? What's for lunch? Oh, we're going to have chicken. Chicken again? I grow tired of eating chicken. Again.
Yes.
Just to grow tired of something. Or, as we said before, you find it boring. Again, let's say, for example, you keep on doing sport, doing sport, And what do you play? You play tennis, you play basketball, you play volleyball, but what you would like a diversity, different things, but that is, if every day you do the same thing, playing tennis, I'm getting bored. Now, it is boring, so I grow tired of playing tennis all the time. Is there anything that you have grown tired of? Any one of you? Can you think of anything that you are tired of, you grow tired of?
I grow tired of waiting the boat every day.
And waiting for?
Waiting for the boat.
Correct.
Every day.
You grow tired of waiting for the boat every day.
Yes.
But isn't there a schedule? You don't follow the schedule.
Schedule? What do you mean?
Timetable.
The time? Oh, schedule. For example, there's a specific time
Yes.
when the boat passes by. Let's say if the bus passes by at 8:03, the next one is at 8:23. So if you know approximately, or if you know more or less at what time, so you have to plan yourself to be at the station maybe 5 minutes prior. You know, that means 5 minutes before.
Oh, yes.
So
Sometimes
you will not have to wait long.
Sometimes my fault because I just when they are 1 minute after the boat left, something like this, and I have to wait more 15 minutes.
Okay, so what you should, the first thing you do, if you say, well, the boat has just left, I see it leaving, then you ask someone, you don't wear a watch, so you can ask them, what time is it? Oh, well, it is 8:02. Oh, the boat left at 8 o'clock. So you know the schedule then. So you don't have to prepare yourself. Unless the boat is unreliable. You understand unreliable?
Unreliable.
Unreliable. Unreliable. Okay? Means that not rely, the verb rely, to depend on, to rely, the verb, to depend on, cannot rely, that's an adjective. I cannot rely on it because some day it comes at 8, other days it comes at 8:10, other times it comes at 7:50. So it's like unreliable. In other words, you can say about a person, don't count on him. He says, yes, I'll be here to help you, but he doesn't show up. That is unreliable. You cannot rely on that person. No. So again, going back to grow tired of something.
Grow tired of working in the office.
Oh, believe me, yes, I know the feeling. That I know. I did it for 34 years. That I know. But yet it's funny that we say this is human. People, we are all human. We go tired of doing it, and as soon as we stop doing it, we miss it. This is human nature. Okay.
But I can choose. I can choose what I have to do to earn my life.
True. Okay. Is it okay if I erase the board? Or
Yes.
taking notes? Because I need a bit more room. Sorry? Sorry? Oh, thank you. Because I want my reactions and target, actually, I'm so used to using the towel they left me. Okay.
Yes. Good.
Here's an expression. Every bit as good. Okay, every bit as good, every bit as good as. Okay, well, as good as I should say. As good. It's like with comparison. It's like saying, what type of telephone do you have here?
I have Samsung.
Samsung.
No, iMobile.
Yeah, but iMobile.
iMobile, yes.
What do you have?
Samsung Galaxy.
Samsung Galaxy. Do you think yours is better than his? Do you think so? You're not sure. Do you think yours is better than hers?
I think it is every bit as good as Samsung.
What does that mean?
It's mean
What do you think that means?
it's good the same.
Exactly. There is no difference. Every bit in any way is as good as, you try to compare the two. I said, the Samsung is every bit as good as the Nokia or whatever you have.
Yes.
Okay, that's an expression there. Just every bit as good. The Samsung phone is every bit as good as the iPhone. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
what is the difference between, for example, iPhone is as good as Samsung? What is the difference? Is every bit as good?
In any way, in other words, every bit means that, when you say something to every bit, in other words, in any way you look at it, you can say, well, in the Samsung, yes, I can, so many gigabytes. Well, how many gigabytes? Same thing. Okay, you say, well, yes, I have 3 hours on Sundays. Well, that's on Sundays also. So you hardly see any difference. There is no difference no matter which way you look at it. So you say every bit as good. There is nothing that it's not saying that, well, I'm allowed 3 hours on Samsung, but where this one I'm only 20 hours. Oh, yeah, there's a difference. But there is no difference at all, no matter which way you look at it. You say every bit as good. Okay. The word bit also, for example, do you want some water? Oh, a little bit. Okay, not much. No, okay. No, but you said, what? Do you want the whole thing? I want every bit of it, the entire thing. Okay. So that's a term.
Emphasize.
Absolutely. This is for
Yes,
emphasis. This is for emphasis. In other words, you understand emphasis?
No.
Okay.
Can you explain?
To emphasize is the verb. Emphasis is the noun. Emphasize. In other words, you're trying to show, to prove something to, you say I'm going to, when you emphasize, well, this is clearly, you explain it clearly, okay? This is emphasis. The accent is here. The stress.
I want men. Excuse me.
Got it.
Please.
Translating.
I thought all the time.
Sorry.
Please, no. And I think if she needs help, that's all right. Yeah. Yes. I mean, for clarification. Very good. Now, earlier I mentioned something about terms we use in English-speaking countries, certain terms used, like we use certain terms in America, and the same thing is used in a different way in England. Okay. I'm walking and I step on the lady's foot. Okay. And it happens that, well, she had a bad toe. Oh my goodness, I stepped on that toe. Oh, it was very painful. And I could see that she's suffering, you know. I would say, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even say, I'm sorry. I said, I'm so sorry. Again, this is emphasis again, okay? To express my feelings, you know, how sorry I am.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. If you're speaking to an Englishman or English person, English lady, I'm awfully sorry. I'm dreadfully sorry. No, that's the way they put the emphasis. Dreadfully, awfully. Okay. Dreadful, awful. Okay, so now to put it, to make it an adverb, I said, oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. I'm awfully sorry. Okay? But in America, I said, I'm so sorry. And done. Same thing.
Very sorry.
Very sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Except that we won't say very sorry. We will use the term so sorry. Okay. Okay.
Extremely.
If let's say there is a, you can do that also. If let's say there is a death in the family, and then you want to express your condolences.
Condolences.
You know what condolence means?
To sad about something.
About normally about what thing?
About
Death.
death.
Correct. About death. When you offer your condolence to someone who was a relative or friend who was dead, and then you could pay your visit and say, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about about your loss. You lost a member of your family. And in English, we say, I'm awfully sorry to hear about that. We are dreadfully sorry to hear about the death. So it means the same thing. So it is nice to know. So it means the same thing, but
it means sorry and dead.
So the term used has the same meaning, but it's where the term is being used with the same meaning. Not much of a difference, really. Okay. So far, is everything clear when we discussed before?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm going to go on with some more expressions. I'm going to be filling your head with things and say, well, I haven't even captured, the first ones, and you're adding more. I just want to make sure that you understand.
Very understand.
Very good. Please don't hesitate. Don't feel embarrassed to say no. I don't understand, because I prefer that most of them come and tell me no, I don't understand. Then pretend that you understand, and then to leave you, should I say, completely foggy. You know what fog? Fog? F-O-G? Yes, but in
Ah,
an
yes.
so that's an expression there. There's the fog. It's not clear. So it's not clear to you. So you're in the fog. Okay? No. I would like to say that I'll put the light on for you with the sunshine, so you can have brightness in your mind. Thanks very much. Okay. So I prefer because I remember that where I teach at White Mine, it took me quite a while to should I say to prove or to convince the students that you must not hesitate to admit that you don't understand. Because there's no point in continuing. But as we go along, it gets more complicated. And you get frustrated. Okay?
Frustration.
Yes. We don't need frustration, do we? You don't come to school to be frustrated. You come to school to learn.
Yes.
So, don't hesitate. Okay? This is why I always tell students, stop me anytime. I said, please, let's go over this again, let's go over that again. I mean, this is our system that we teach. Okay. Pick your brain. Okay. Now, again, in an expression there. Let me pick your brain.
To correct someone.
Sorry?
It means to correct someone thinking. Or
No, on the contrary, you're asking the person for an advice. What do you think? What should I do? I haven't decided. I'm thinking, should I buy this thing or that one? What do you think? Let me pick your brain. Give me an idea. Advice, ideas. Okay, let me pick your brain. Okay, let me get your ideas for thinking. What do you think? Okay, what's your opinion about that? In other words, that's your, I'm for your opinion, your own ideas. Okay, so let me pick your brain. That I'm testing your mind. Yeah, she's asking for advice, asking for opinion. Okay, let me pick your brain.
Ask someone about opinion.
Correct. Exactly.
Sometimes correct or not correct.
Or incorrect. Correct or incorrect? Well, in other words, let's say you're not sure, you're undecided, but you would like to reassure yourself. And again, let me go back to the telephone, for example. You're an expert in telephone. Okay, Nokia, Samsung, Galaxy, Apple, you name it. Okay, I want to buy, but I cannot decide which one to buy. So maybe you know more about, obviously you know more about telephone than I do. So I say, let me pick your brain. What do you think of this telephone? Which one is the best? Well, it depends. What exactly do you want to do to telephone? Okay, is it just to make a phone call? You're texting, or this and that and that? I'll give you an idea more or less. This is what I want to do. I just want to use it for telephone purpose. I'm not into texting. That's my opinion. Or, well, in this case, then I would use it. Well, I would buy this one. So let's pick your brain.
It means to where I don't know how to use or I'm not sure how to use it.
No, I'm not sure which one to buy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not sure which one to buy, but you ask me, well, what do you want to do with telephones? You know, do you want something fancy or a simple telephone?
No.
Well, I said, well, this is what I meant to do with it. Okay. It's like when I go to buy a computer, a laptop, and I'm looking at prices and I see $1,400. Are you kidding me? What do I need for that for? Okay. I said, what do you think for $300? Okay. So it depends what I wanted. I said, no, what I want to do is send my email and receive messages and do my banking online and so on. And okay, so I'm not into spreadsheet, I'm not into doing anything. Those terms mean nothing to me. You can say, well, so I said, pick your brain, what should I buy? You suggest something, I'm asking for suggestion. Okay? Exactly. So that's the terms of pick your brain.
Is what an idiom?
I'm sorry, it's an idiom. Absolutely. Yes. To pick somebody's brain. Yeah. It is an expression to be absent-minded. You know what absent means, right? If you don't come to school, you're not present.
Yes.
Opposite of absent is present. Okay? So and so is not feeling well, cannot come to school today, he or she is absent. But the term absent-minded, your mind is not there. Something is happening. You forgot something. Okay?
It's the same of Alzheimer.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. It's always a terrible disease. Well, I understand. Yes, in a way, yes, exactly. But anyone who also absent-minded. Yes, because their mind is not there, they don't even realize what they are doing. Yes, except that. But the term is used when one tends to be forgetful. You forget something. By that I mean, you don't remember where you put it. Where is my key? Is the key to my house? Did I my key to my house? Where is it? Where did I put it? Did I leave it in the house? Did I drop it? Is it fall in the street somewhere? You don't remember? Definitely, you're absent-minded.
Some forget in a short time. It means forget something in a short time.
Well, yes, exactly, in a short time. That is what I was comparing when the lady here said about Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is like gone. God forbid, But when you forget something temporarily, then, oh yeah, I think, and you want to think backwards. Let me see now. I left this morning. I'm not sure I put it in my bag. Where did I leave it on the table and so on? That's me to be absent-minded. You forget something. Okay. Like you don't remember where exactly you left something. Okay. That's what it means to be absent-minded. So, if you said. You say different. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll call you at 10 o'clock. Yeah. And you get carried away. 11 o'clock, you never call. oh, yeah, I was supposed to call Sue, acting up, oh, she's going to be mad. Then tell her right now, you forgot. Okay, that is absent-minded. Okay, we have a term we use, ourselves, elder